action.
All right. Hi, guys. Welcome again. This is Joe Veal going through our lesson about our extension of our lesson about Fast Castle.
Hey.
Fast Castle. We start off with the basic idea of this knight going here, pawn here, and let's assume they do something like this. Bishop here, and castle. And the opponent will do this. And now, this is what I call Fast Castle. Usually, they'll tell you about what the books will probably tell you is the book probably tells you something like the King's Indian attack. That's usually what the book means. But I always like to call it Fast Castle because that's essentially what it does. It gets you developed. You're not getting three-move checkmated, and guess what? You're castled. And that's the first thing you want to do in the early part of the game is get your king to safety.
But don't you want to go to the middle of the board also?
That's part of it. But that's the other. But this is part of it. But this is not the whole story.
Oh.
Okay. Now, and black will do this. Actually, excuse me. White will set up this. Black will castle. Now, here's the funny part. Now, what I'm going to set up is actually the second part of the Fast Castle. It's kind of the utilization of what this is. This seems to be a rather innocuous opening, but the reality is this can be very deadly. What I want to actually go into is what's called the tidal wave. What that means is that what I'm going to intend to show you is a way to bring a big attack on this side of the board, almost like a tidal wave or a tsunami, and it literally tries to drown your opponent on this side of the board from still opening seemingly as innocuous as this. Pawn here, and your opponent probably will play something like this. Bring the knight to here, knight here. And now white will probably, at this point, white has got, in order to set up the tsunami, you got to do an unusual move. I've often explained it to him as literally the caterpillar that turned into a butterfly. Because the move doesn't seem like it does much, but it does. It's all it is setting up the wave. Knight back here. Seems like I'm not doing anything, but it has a point. Black will play here because he'll try to go for queen side stuff. White brings the pawn. Pawn, and now the knight comes back. Now black will try to be aggressive and attack this knight, and which is great. White loves this because he wants to maneuver all of his pieces into a big attack. Black will play this, and now, as one of my students once asked, he wanted to play this. But the unfortunate problem is that it can be captured. Oh, excuse me. It can either be captured by bishop takes or knight takes. However, his idea was noble. Exactly, Marcus. Is that it was noble, but the point is you have to set that up. You bring it with this, bringing in the beginning of the wave. Now black will probably play something like this, and then exactly rook over, and unfortunately that isn't a bad idea, but it still has the same problem. Makai is that bishop take here or knight take. So let's leave him alone for right now. And let's bring some more heavy artillery to your attack. Bring the queen over. And then they do this, and then you bring the queen to here.
Tidal wave?
It's the beginning of the wave. Bring another wave here. Now, sometimes your opponent will be tricky and try to play stuff like this, which is actually check. Don't worry, it's not the worst thing.
To the side?
Exactly. You can move it to the side, actually, or right here. I actually like that better. And you got this.
It's more defense against. Yeah.
Exactly. Well, the thing is.
Well, it's more protected, really.
Exactly. It's more accurate.
Wait, but.
Yes. Yes.
I was thinking of doing this, but then he takes it.
The problem is that not enough pieces to protect it.
All right.
You only have
but
one
we
piece.
need to keep the knight there so we can keep the tidal wave going.
Well, the thing is, he takes. You just take back. It's not that big a deal. Okay.
It might ruin the tidal wave, but
actually, it's helping you because the trade doesn't. He's trying to get his stuff, so he plays this. Now, the beginning, and now the key point of the wave, this move. Because now, what this does is that it opens up the bishop to coming into here, into this square. It also gives you the opportunity of playing this. And guess what? This knight's kind of have a little bit of a problem. He doesn't have that many squares to go to safely.
He's trapped already.
But he can go right here.
No, he
or
can't.
He can take that. But he can.
He can't go here, unfortunately, because he can play pawn takes knight.
He has nowhere to go.
He has nowhere to go, and you're kind of sitting there going, what can I do? I'm like, stack.
That's what I'm like when I'm.
Wait,
when
you
I'm
supposed to go
cracking,
like
I'm
here
trying to
because-
remember.
Actually,
I thought that was right there.
yeah, here's the thing. If he plays this, you
Which
plays
one do you
this, yeah, which is, they're going to do stuff like that.
Oh, I thought.
You
Yeah,
can-
take.
You can take, exactly, this, and now what you should do is bring another piece into the game. This knight's not really doing much. Bring this guy into the game. Bring, as they say, more pieces to the
More
party.
the merrier.
Exactly, exactly. Knight to here, and guess what? It's even more, now he's going to try to do something like this. Now you have easy moves to win. And you're using with the win material. You have this move.
I think queen can probably take this, and he might take.
Problem is, it doesn't have enough. You need another piece to be able to
Oh,
pull
yeah,
off
okay.
checkmate. Good idea, though. I like your ideas of aggression. Rook here. The problem is, the simple move is doing something like this. Here's the idea: the knight doesn't have a safe square because he can't go here, can't go back. That's where the rook's at. So he only has one move. This. And
He's
guess what?
sacrificing.
Yeah, he has no choices. So you take, and you're very happy.
He takes. He takes.
That's a good idea. I like your idea, but why not? Why rush? Why rush? Take
Because-
that one.
Because you probably can get it over. You could probably just take this, and he takes, and then you can move a bishop like up here.
Because the thing is,
You can take. You can
the
take.
thing, I would rather want to be.
Oh, I know how to get him in check.
Exactly.
I know how to get him in check.
Here's your. Then that's your problem. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. That's why you don't want to do this, because if you do this, this square is open. But when you have this, this is a lovely example of the tidal wave, drowning your opponents. Because look at these
But what if
pawns.
he-
They're literally drowning, and all you done is bring a big assault on the king's side.
But
The thing is, watch this.
Right here, and then he
Take
takes,
this. Take this. He takes.
and then
Takes.
he takes, and then we bring the bishop right here.
Exactly. That's part of it. You're right.
Well, the thing is,
You're right.
Here. Let's just say he does his check right.
Correct. Correct. But there's more than just that.
Sorry.
There's more than just that. You have this check too. You have
Yeah,
this
that-
check
Yeah,
But
too.
he can
I
take-
was going to. I was.
He can
yeah.
take, and then if
Exactly. You've got. But here's the thing. For all of our viewers online that are seeing this, a lovely demonstration of the power of the wave, These are the promising positions you'll be able to achieve in many of your games. That is the great lesson of the tidal wave, followed by fast castle.
When he said wave.